It's not about waiting for the storm to pass. Rather, it's about learning to dance in the rain. Hi, I'm HC, and watching this video until the end will help you understand yourself deeper than you understand it now. Stay tuned. On the journey of life, there will be times when we are right and everything appears to align. However, there will also be moments when things take a turn and we are wrong, at least to some capacity, for a thing that we have done. Learning and appreciating how to manage those erroneous moments can be the difference between continued growth and plateauing at a ceiling of ignorance. Knowing how to be wrong will be essential in helping you avoid unnecessary conflict, whether that conflict is coming from within or around you. This awareness will also help you assess situations in an unbiased manner, free of ego and the incessant need to be right. This is why knowing how to be wrong is such an important factor on the journey of you becoming your best you. So, without further ado, here are the steps on how to be wrong. Step 1. Mind your ego. Accountability. To mind your ego is to be conscious that you may feel the desire to save face and close your mind to the possibility of being wrong. Taking accountability is accepting that there may be more to a situation than meets the eye. Therefore, it is to understand that despite your intentions, your actions committed could have been misguided or received in a way that may have been hurtful to others. Accountability is an important step to knowing how to be wrong because it is exposing yourself to different information that hold the potential to open and even change your perspective on certain aspects of life. This process is key to being wrong because it is acknowledging that despite your best wishes, everyone makes mistakes, even you. This does not mean that you are more foolish or less competent than anyone else. However, it does mean that, just like everyone else, there is always room to grow, and there is always more to learn. When we are wrong, we often try to redirect our wrongs and blame others for our predicament. But despite the possibility of this course of action feeling right in the moment, it avoids the potential for growth. Holding on to your wrongs and pretending that you are right denies you the opportunity to learn from those very wrongs. By minding your ego and holding yourself accountable, you are choosing to grow forward on your journey to becoming the best version of you. Step 2. Be vulnerable. To be vulnerable in this context is to expose yourself to the truth of the situation. Being vulnerable is essential when in the wrong because it encourages the other to be more susceptible to the situation and thus avoids continued conflict. In contrast, not being vulnerable when wrong is likely to add fuel to any flame because of the perception of confrontation. If you are wrong, yet your defenses are up, it is likely to appear as you are defending your wrongness, and thus will make the other feel like you are not acknowledging you are wrong, and that you are trying to defend the pain that you may have caused. Being vulnerable is accepting that although you may have the ability to avoid facing your wrongs, there is always a lesson to be learned from any misstep on your journey to becoming the best version of you. Step 3. Introspect. To introspect is to revisit how you could do better should you have to face a similar situation again. Introspection is essential to acknowledging your wrongs because it is the opportunity to investigate your feelings and your motivations. Proper introspection will grant you with a better understanding of why you were wrong as well as why you may have thought that you would have been right. It will encourage a series of questions such as, why did I do what I did? What is it that I understood that led me to taking this course of action? Why do I feel the need to stand by my position? Now that I know that I am wrong, do I feel insecure or attacked? And if so, why? Does being wrong take away from who I am? Introspection is a great way to analyze how you feel and think in response to being wrong, which will encourage a more appropriate reaction to your possible flaws. Proper introspection grants you with the opportunity to feel better, do better, and become better on the journey to fulfillment. Step 4. Forgive yourself. By definition, to forgive is to cease to feel resentment against an offender. However, it is important to consider that, especially when we are wrong, we are likely to engage in causing offense to ourselves through self-sabotage, feelings of resentment, and even by stirring up confusion. To forgive yourself is to accept that you too could have completely miscalculated a situation and could be completely wrong. Always remember, we all make mistakes, and no one alive today is exempt from that truth. Self-forgiveness will encourage you to accept that you have done wrong and encourage you to change the way that you do things in the future. Forgiving yourself is important because before you can truly forgive anyone else, you must understand what it means to forgive yourself. To forgive yourself does not absolve the wrong in the situation. However, it does create a space for inner peace so that you are more able to face the repercussions of your action. As said by Vivian Green, it's not about waiting for the storm to pass. Rather, it's about learning to dance in the rain. Step 5. Be honest. To be honest in this context is to not pretend you are in agreement with a situation that you are against for the sake of avoiding conflict or the lesson in being wrong. Being honest, therefore, also means to never apologize in vain, which implies to never commit to something that you are not in agreement with. Simply put, if you are wrong and you feel that you should do better, then allow those thoughts and actions to come from an honest place. Don't do it because you think you should do it or because others say it's the right thing to do. Always remember, at the end of the day, it is you who has to live with yourself and every decision that has led you to who you are today. Consider integrity and always be honest on the journey to becoming the best version of you. Finally, step 6. Show empathy. Empathy is defined as the ability to identify with or understand another's situation or feelings. Simply put, it is to feel what another person is experiencing from within their frame of reference, or as it is commonly said. It is to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Thus, to show empathy is to be compassionate to the other person's plight and to their reasoning, even if you feel as though you are not aware of or thought they would react and understand things in another way. To be empathetic is important when wrong because it is opening your heart and mind to the situation and accepting the sensitivity of the issue at hand. Being empathetic will help you understand why the other person feels the way they feel and why you are wrong to deduce otherwise, which is bound to help create better, much stronger relationships on the journey of you becoming your best you. So, that's it, Howell family. Those are the 6 steps on how to be wrong and to start moving forward today. Thank you for watching this video until the end. You are appreciated. Post a comment below to let people know how being wrong has helped you on your journey. Like and share this video, and consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. I'll see you here next time on Howell Consultations, the how-to being true to you.